to the products that I'm noticing. Yep, I see you. These are products that I feel like I can't quite pull the trigger on yet, in most cases, or products that something about them scares me a little bit, or I feel like maybe it's redundant because I kind of already have these shades, or I have something really similar, but they're still very much on my radar and very much on my wish list. And here's where I have to admit to you that I compiled the list for this video about a week ago, and things have happened since, because the first thing on my list is the Too Faced Then and Now palette. And I bought it because it went on sale. I mean, hello, I had a Sephora gift card and this went on sale, so I paid $5 for this. Yeah, I don't regret it at all, and I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. My lighting is bad. You guys, it's never gonna get better. I actually bought a lighting setup and it looked like shit. It looked like I was, you know when you tell ghost stories when you're camping, when you're a little kid and you have the flashlight under your face? That's what the lighting looked like. So it's so much better for me to just sit in front of my window and film in natural light. I'm never gonna have a good lighting setup. I don't know what it is. Like, studio lighting makes me look creepy. So here's what it looks like. And this is not a review video, so I'm not going to review it. I will just say that I'm wearing it. I like it. I've worn it twice now, and no complaints. Number 2 on my list of things that I am still noticing is something that I mentioned before. It is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Love Drug by Urban Decay. It's part of the Naked Cherry collection, the only part of the Naked Cherry collection that appeals to me, and I may get it. I don't know. I have a lot of eyeliner, but I don't think I have a shade quite like this. So yeah, I might. Number 3 on my notice list is a perfume. It is by Ellis Brooklyn. It is called Myth. That is my favorite scent from them. If you are interested in that brand, you can buy the little sample pack, the Discovery set. I think there's one for $20 and there's one for $22. It's extremely affordable. I think that all of the scents are gorgeous, but Myth is by far my favorite. It is described as a warm floral. I've got my laptop here, that's why I'm looking down. It's described as a warm floral. I would describe it as a creamy floral. And the floral is secondary to the nice, beautiful, creamy notes. I don't like headachy florist florals, but this one is very nice. But what I'm really interested in is the Hydraparfum. Let me tell you why. It is an alcohol-free fragrance formula featuring 100% pure fragrance oil droplets suspended in a moisturizing hyaluronic acid water-based gel. That's so cool. That just sounds so interesting to me, and I want it. Let's bump that up to I need this. I need this in my life. Yes. Number 4 is the Morphe Unleash Your Inner Artist palette by Sister James Charles. This palette, do I need this? No, I've got tons of colorful palettes. I live for colorful palettes, but I've never tried a Morphe shadow before, ever. I've never really even been curious to try Morphe. I just kind of vaguely know that it's out there and that some people rave about it, other people hate on it, but that it's there and possibly good. As much of a bright shadow whore as I am, this one has lots of things that I don't have. So I want to try it. Is James Charles involved in some kind of controversy? I'm sure he is. Everybody is. Whatever it is, I don't really know about it, and I think he's charming. He makes me happy whenever I watch his videos. I'm like, oh, I want to be a sister. This is just fun. It's so fun, and it appeals to my color whore so very vividly. Number 5, Blush Tribe's Paulina palette. Paulina? I watch her channel, and I'm not Swedish, and so I know that Paulina is perfectly acceptable, but she pronounces her name in this very beautiful accent that I can't do. Anyway, she's amazing. I'm gonna link her channel. I really love the eye looks that she creates, and she collabed with Blush Tribe to create this palette. I really like this. I'm a little scared of it because of the greens, but I'm also extra drawn to it because of the greens. Now I have green eyes, and so green eyeshadows don't always work for me. But I did this thing quite a while back on my channel where I was using colored contacts and saying, okay, if you have blue eyes, you can use these shades and they're gonna make your eyes pop. With green eyes, I love purple eyeshadow. So maybe purple eyes would look really good with green eyeshadow. So I'm just dying to try that. And I've also been compared recently to Poison Ivy. And I feel like I could knock out a really cool Poison Ivy look with this palette. So yeah, I noticed this. I want it. I'm a little scared of the greens, but I'm also a lot interested in it because of the greens. And of course it has other shades that are just my shades, the pinks, the purples. Mwah! And finally, number 6, are we on 6? I think we're on 6. We're gonna go with 6, is the Ace Beaute Blossom, I almost said Awesome Blossom. That's food. I don't remember where it's from, and it was never a food that I liked, but where? What restaurant has the Awesome Blossom? It's like fried onions, which isn't something that I eat, but I remember going there as a kid and my parents always got it. Where is that? Awesome Blossom. But this is called the Blossom Passion palette. Look at it. This is what I wish the Modern Renaissance palette had been. I would own the Modern Renaissance palette if it looked like this. So I have these shades, I do. I don't need this, but oh my Lord, I have a makeup boner for this. I can't speak to how the shadows perform. I don't know. I just like the colors. Honestly, these are just so pretty. They are so appealing to my very soul. And yeah, my final thoughts on the Awesome Blossom Passion palette. To sum it up, swing! And finally, what I actually need. I feel in my heart that I need these products. And some of them are kind of boring, so I'm gonna gloss over them really quickly. Number 1, I need lighting. I'm not even looking at my list at this point because I need these so desperately that they are on the tip of my brain. Number 2, the Peter Thomas Roth Hyaluronic Cloud Cream. Let me tell you why I need this. Because whenever I am in the luteal phase of my menstrual cycle, that is, I have already ovulated but not yet menstruated, my skin turns so dry and so cracky. If you watch Game of Thrones, if you've ever seen grayscale, I get grayscale. Usually it's across my chin, sometimes it's on my forehead, sometimes always it's right here, and then sometimes it's even under my eyes. Full on grayscale, my skin gets so dry that it cracks and bleeds, and it's horrible. Every damn month of my adult life. I went to Sephora. I wanted to try something, I don't even remember what, because the Peter Thomas Roth eclipsed whatever it was that I was interested in. The girl at Sephora said you really should try this if you have dry skin. And she gave me a sample of the Peter Thomas Roth Hyaluronic Cloud Cream, which has always been on my radar. It's always kind of been on my list of things to try, but I'm weird about skincare. It kind of scares me. I've had lots of bad experiences, and so I've just never picked it up. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, I've always wanted to. I did not get grayscale this month. I got all the way through the luteal phase of my menstrual cycle without getting grayscale. And the only thing that was different was this. The crowning jewel of my needs list. I found out about this yesterday and it skyrocketed to the very top of my list. The Stila Mystere collection. Everything. All of the eyeshadows, the face, gloss, it's a highlighter, let's be honest, it's a highlighter. Anyway, every single thing, I need this. And yeah, that wraps it up for today. Thank you so very much for joining me. I'm always happy to have you here. I completely forgot my outro. At one point, I was so good at rattling that off, I didn't even have to think about it. I just looked at the camera and it came flying out of my mouth. I cannot remember it. Let's give it a whirl. That wraps it up for today. As always, thank you so very much for joining me. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. Very special shout out to you if you are watching this video on the toilet. And until next time, stay adorably obsessed with makeup.